Hey family, this is Paula G and this is Fit at 60 and Beyond, where you don't have to be 60 or beyond, but we challenge you to be fit. And today I want to encourage you with a brief message on faith and your faith journey. You know, we're often faced with so many challenges on a daily basis in our lives. There's so many things that are coming at us. You know, we're in a microwave society, and things are just happening rapidly, and we're having to make choices, and we're having to make decisions, and things occur, and we're praying about things, and we don't seem to be getting the answers that we want. And sometimes we get discouraged, sometimes we get distracted, and sometimes we lose hope. But I'm here to share with you today that you've got to maintain your faith on the journey. I know it is challenging. I know it is difficult. I am preaching to the choir. But I've also learned that if I remain faithful, if I remain steadfast, if I keep my eye on the goal, I will reach that particular goal, whatever the goal may be. We get distracted by day-to-day happenings. We set goals for ourselves, the goal that is way out here. And we get distracted by what's going on right here. We get stuck. We don't even see this anymore because this is all that we're seeing. But we've got to remember that this is just for a season. This is just for a moment. And as we continue to maintain our faith, and then we find ways to kind of loosen the situation up that's right in front of us. We kind of find ways to get through that situation, get over it, under it, around it, what have you, that situation, and look, our goal is still out here. I used to tell my students all the time, I worked with students that were at risk, and I was working to help them to obtain their GED. And we would always, every day I would have to post motivational quotes to help them to remember that this is the goal. Yes, you have to take 4 tests, your language arts, math, science, and social studies, absolutely. And you have to pass all 4 tests, absolutely. And you may not be good at math or science or language arts or social studies, but you've got to persevere, you've got to press through, you got to keep studying. And it was a difficult journey for a lot of them. It was a difficult journey because they struggled through certain subjects. They hadn't been in school for a while, and it was laborious, and sometimes they just wanted to quit and give up. But we just kept motivating them with motivational quotes on a daily basis, with helping them with their studies, with a lot of them used to say, oh, Miss Paula, you if they don't come to class, we just calling them and calling. You're blowing up my phone. Yeah, I'm gonna keep blowing up your phone till you come back to class and finish what you started. Finish this journey. We would keep GED diplomas and caps and gowns and things of that nature, in their sight and in their vision and in their head. That is your goal. That is what you're seeking. That is what you're moving toward. It was a journey for many of them. It was a journey. And for some of them, it took them almost a year or more, because sometimes they would go into a test and they would fail a test, and they'd have to go back and take it again, and they would fail it again, and they have to go back and take it again. And it was constant. Constantly getting knocked down, constantly getting knocked down, constantly getting knocked down. But they would get up each and every time. Sometimes they get up a little slower. Sometimes they get up a little bit more discouraged. But they would get up. They would get up. They would keep moving forward. They would keep moving forward. And there were times on the journey where it seemed like it wasn't going to happen. It just seemed like it wasn't going to happen. But guess what? It did, because they kept moving forward. They kept getting up. They kept studying. They kept opening those books. They kept going back and taking those tests. And eventually they reached the goal. They studied through all 4 subjects. They passed all 4 tests. They achieved their goal of getting a GED. The faith journey. Nobody ever said life would be easy. Nobody, at least nobody that I've ever heard, ever said life would be easy. It's what we do on that journey. It's utilizing faith, getting up every time we get knocked down, keeping your eye on that goal and not giving up. I hope that helps someone today. Fit at 60 and Beyond. Make sure that you go to my YouTube channel, Paula G Voice. Like, subscribe. There's a playlist for Fit at 60 and Beyond. There's one for my journey with Paula G. There's one for the Paula G Show, the SRN Live Remotes. Few different playlists that you can take a look at. We thank you so much for your support. Remember, the greatest conversation you will ever have is the one that takes place in between your ears. What are you speaking to yourself? What is your I am? Until the next time, fit at 60 and beyond. You don't have to be 60 or beyond. We just challenge you to be fit, mind, body, soul, and spirit.